at this. Look at this right here. That's funny. Well, what do you guys think about that? A Raptor and a classic 65 Mustang parked an inch away from each other. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So right now we're in Long Beach, California. Right now we're attending the biggest Mustang car show in California. Specifically, it's called Ponies at the Pike. Okay, guys, so here we made it. Check this out, guys. Boss 302. I haven't seen many of these for quite a while now. And this reminds me a lot of how the new 2020 production run is going to be for the Mustang, because back in 2014, we had the Boss 302 and we had the Shelby GT500. So basically, like the GT350 and the GT500 being produced side by side for the 2020 model year. And here we have more Boss 302s. It just keeps going and going. Check this out, guys. So here we have a few GT350Rs and a bunch more GT350s all over the place. But this, I think this is Velocity Blue. One thing you will notice, though, is that Velocity Blue is going to be a bit darker than the Ford Performance Blue we're going with for our new 2020 GT500. I like it, guys. I think our new spec for the new GT500 is just going to be spectacular. I'm not really sure, though, if yellow ever really took off for the GT350s, because I really never see any GT350s in this paint color. And also, think about it, the new 2020 GT500 doesn't have yellow. So that could tell you something. And that gets us into the topic of this video, and it's going to be all about the new 2020 GT500 and really how to get it, because I've had so many people reaching out to me, ask me, hey, how did you get a carbon fiber track package GT500? Also, what do I need to do to get painted stripes? Because you can't just go to your Ford dealership and place an order for one of those vehicles, because there's a certain allocation process that comes with them. It's sort of like how the GT350R is to the normal GT350. The Rs are much more limited than the normal GT350s. And really, what does that mean? Well, that means that Ford makes a certain amount of GT350s for every one R. So when it comes to the new 2020 GT500, a dealer needs to earn at least 3 allocations for the GT500 to be given a carbon fiber track package. This basically means that most dealerships are not going to be getting a carbon fiber track package new GT500. A lot of dealerships I've called, they're only getting 1 or maybe 2 GT500s, and also what they try to do is that they try to buy up other allocations. The issue with that is that it doesn't help you to earn a GT500. So the question is how do you earn a 2020 GT500 allocation? Well, when it comes to getting that car, your dealership has to enroll into the Shelby program. I think that's what it's called. And basically it costs $2,500, I think, and your dealer earns at least 1 GT500 for the 2020 model year and a GT350. You may be wondering, well, how do you get more? To earn more than 1 GT500 allocation, it's basically allotted by share of Mustang and Shelby sales for the 2017 and 2018 model year. Specifically, your dealer had to sell at least 4 Shelbys within the 2017 and 18 model year combined. Doing so gives your dealer the opportunity to order a new GT500 with painted stripes and the carbon fiber track package. Gives you a wing sort of like this. And it also gives you carbon fiber wheels. Basically, the carbon fiber track package GT500 is going to be the ultimate Mustang ever built, the fastest one at the racetrack. With that in mind, though, you may be wondering, well, how many dealerships across the country actually got allocated a carbon fiber track package and the painted stripes? So just 39% of Ford dealerships got the opportunity to get those packages. They're calling it the golden ticket. Now, this is something we're not seeing for the 2020 model year. Unfortunately, Ford has completely stopped when it comes to producing convertible Shelbys, but it would be unique seeing a convertible 2020 GT500, guys. Overall, though, it's going to be a very rare car. That's what it looks like so far. And if you're wondering, 44% of Ford dealerships earned more than 1 allocation for a new GT500. When you do call a Ford dealership, expect them to tell you that they have roughly maybe 1, 2, if you're lucky, at least 3 GT500s available. which is, I think, one of the main causes as to why there are markups, because these cars, they are limited in production. Yes, you can get them in a few years' time because they're not super limited. That being, I think they're making over 1,000 carbon fiber track package GT500s a year, and I think 4,000 normal GT500s per year. So over time, if they make this car for like 4 years, you're looking at quite a lot of GT500s on the road. In comparison, if you look at the new C8 Corvette, you can find a dealership pretty easily, I think, that is not charging a markup on those vehicles, because some dealerships, they're getting at least 100 allocations for those cars. A huge difference between the Ford Shelbys and the Corvettes. The Corvettes are really, I'd say, truly mass-produced, and the Mustangs, they are a bit more limited, but there's still going to be a fair amount of them out there. I've had a lot of people reaching out to me asking me, hey, how do I find this carbon fiber track package GT500? Where do I go? And the answer to that is to not really go to the small dealerships that you find in rural areas. The bigger the Ford dealership, the higher odds are getting a carbon fiber track package. But also from my experience, the bigger the Ford dealership, the more of a markup they're asking for. For example, some of the dealerships in California are asking north of $30,000 over sticker. That's a ton, which is mainly the biggest downside when it comes to ordering one of these new Shelbys. It does get tough trying to find the right dealership to work with, which is why if you do live in California or just a hugely populated state, I'd highly recommend that you look out of state. You're going to find much better deals. Let's say you contacted your hometown dealership, they're telling you this car is going to be super rare, you're never going to see it ever again on the streets, and they want $35,000 over sticker. Well, I would just highly recommend that you just keep calling around, keep looking around, because there are thousands of Ford dealerships across the country. I would just highly recommend, guys, just don't give up, because I know it gets really hard trying to find the right deal. And they are out there. Just keep looking. You may have to call tons of dealerships, but you do have a chance to luck out. And if you do luck out and find a fair deal that you are happy with, the good news is when you buy a Shelby, they are really good about holding their value. If you did buy a new C7 Corvette, well, you do see quite a lot of depreciation there, even with the normal Mustangs. The Shelbys have always had a great track record, especially the GT350Rs. I'm pretty sure the GT350 won Kelley Blue Book's best car for resale value. And I did have a lot of people reaching out to me asking me, hey, am I canceling my carbon fiber track package order for this new GT500? Okay guys, so let's sit down for a second. Now when it comes to getting a carbon fiber track package GT500, it is much harder to do so in the sense that production doesn't start really until next year. Some cars being built right now until the end of October, I think, beginning of November. That is when there is a production stop for the GT500s because of the tires. They can't store the cars outside. They actually crack in freezing temperatures. So if you did order a 2020 GT500 with that package, you're looking at quite a long delay, a couple months at least. Production starts back up again during beginning of spring. I think it's March. Here's the deal, guys. I could get the new GT500 a lot earlier than I would be getting the new carbon track pack, but at the same time, I'm buying the carbon track pack because for me, I'm a hardcore Mustang enthusiast, and it's a car that I want deep down. And because since I'm a track-focused person, I love going to the racetrack, and I love how the GT350R is. To me, that's just a perfect car for me. I'll make sure to let you guys know when the car does get built. It's going to be a pretty cool spec. We're not going to see very many carbon track packs with the painted over the top stripes. It is going to be the most extreme Mustang ever made. Truly, we're going to get all the potential out of the new GT500 with that carbon fiber track package. To me, I can't wait for it, guys, because I know just how good the R is. And driving the normal 350 and then getting inside the R, you can tell a huge difference. I'm pretty sure with this new carbon track pack car, you're going to notice a huge difference as well. I'm just happy that my order is completely locked in. I know a lot of people who did try to order carbon track packs because their dealer told them they can. Well, in the end of the day, Ford didn't pull the orders. That is because their dealership really didn't, in the end, earn a carbon track pack. A lot of the times, there's a ton of confusion when it comes to getting these cars. What do you guys think? Do you think the carbon track pack cars are going to hold their value? Are they going to be worth the extra money? It is quite a bit more. It's $20,000. But all in all, I don't think everybody would be willing to spend that kind of money on this new GT500, especially for those of you who want to daily drive this car and take it to the drag strip. If your sole intention for the new GT500 was to drag race it, then I would say 100% go for the base car, because that would be just the best bet out there. Even Jim Owens has made it very clear, if you want the best GT500 for the drag strip, the base model is going to be that car. And if you did want a track spec version of this new GT500 but didn't want to spend six figures on it, well, the handling package is going to be the package for you. It's around $1,500 and you get a gurney flap and you get the front splitter wicker. So overall, it's going to help the downforce when it comes to going on the track and going high speed. And check that out, guys. We have the Queen Mary way down there. It's actually shut off from the ocean with rocks surrounding it. It looks massive though, guys. And then we have a new cruise ship right to the left of it. This is probably one of the best locations to have a Mustang car show, really. Looking at this, here we have a ton of Bullet Mustangs. These things are cool. And over here we have two Shelby Super Snakes. These are based on Mustang GTs. Question to all of you, do you think this is still a good purchase when you consider the new 2020 GT500? I think out the door, these will cost right around the same price as a new GT500. And with that, you're getting around 750 horsepower, a Shelby CSM build number, so it's built straight from Shelby American. That is, you buy the Mustang GT and then you send it to Shelby. They do all their custom work to it, like embroidering the seats. You also get custom exhaust tips. Very different than my GT500 Super Snake. These ones are much more angular. On the edges, they completely point out versus the roundness of mine. Overall though, guys, please let me know what you think. Would you buy this over a new 2020 GT500? The good thing about it is that you can get this with a manual transmission. Perfect for all you guys who are not a big fan of that DCT. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Also, hit that like button, it really does help me out. And also subscribe for much more great videos to come. I'll see all of you in the next episode.